Hello, so good to meet you at this daily motivational meeting. We are reading Word Scripture book to inspire and empower positive vibe for the day. As we reading the book from the beginning, please find all the chapters on our Message to Billion channel. And now we are reading about greatest people in the history, what we could learn from them. Let's read further about Muhammad. Living in polytheistic Arabia, Muhammad saw the truth of the one God and accepted his calling to be God's apostle. Though he knew the stories of the Bible from childhood, the Jews and Christians living in his area did not impress him, for they lacked the conviction or zeal to confront the ruling polytheistic tribes. Muhammad went through the streets of Mecca proclaiming the message of Islam to anyone who would listen. Though he suffered persecution and exile, he also found supporters. Muhammad and his companion were welcomed in Medina, where they defended the young faith against overwhelming odds. Muhammad was devoted to God and uncompromising with evil. Father Moon honors him as one of the foremost founders of religion. God's revelation to Muhammad. Muhammad is the messenger of God and the seal of the prophets. O prophet, we have sent you as a witness and good tidings to bear a warning, calling unto God by his leave and as a light-giving lamp. It belonged not to any mortal that God should speak to him except by revelation or from behind a veil, or that he should send a messenger and he reveal whatsoever he will by his leave. Surely he is all high, all wise. Even so, we have revealed to thee, O Muhammad, a spirit of our abiding. You knew now not what the book was, not believe, but we made it a light whereby we give whom we will or our servants. And you surely you shall guide unto a straight path, the path of God. In the month of Ramadan, in the night on which God honored Muhammad with his mission and showed mercy on his servant, thereby Gabriel brought him the command of God. He came to me, said the apostle of God, while I was asleep with a convertlet of brocade, whereupon was some writing and said, read. I said, I cannot read. He pressed me with it so tightly that I thought it was dead. Then he let me go and said, read. I said, I cannot read. He pressed me with it again so that I thought it was dead. Then he let me go and said, read. I said, I cannot read. He pressed me with it and the third time so that I thought it was dead and said, read. I said, what then shall I read? And this I said only to deliver myself from him, lest he should do the same to me again. He said, read. In the name of my Lord, who created man of blood coagulated, read. Thy Lord is the most beneficent, who taught by the pen, taught that which they knew not unto men. I read it, and he departed from me, and I awoke from my sleep, and it was as though these words were written in my heart. Now no one of God's creature was more hateful to me than an ecstatic poet or a man possessed. I could not even look at them. I thought, woe is me, a poet or possessed. Never show the where I said this to me of me. I will go to the top of the mountain and throw myself down that I may kill myself and again rest. So I went forth to do so, and then when I was midway on the mountain, I heard a voice from heaven saying, O Muhammad, thou art of the apostle of God, and I am Gabriel. I raised my head toward heaven to see who was speaking, and lo, Gabriel in the form of a man with the feet astride the horizon, saying, O Muhammad, thou art the apostle of God, and I am Gabriel. I stood gazing at him, moving neither forward nor backward. Then I began to turn my face away from him, but toward whatever region of the sky I looked, I saw him as before. I said to Khadija, who is me a poet or one possessed? She said, I take refuge in God's from death. O Abu Qasim, God would not treat you thus, since he knows your truthfulness, your great trustworthiness, you fine character, and your kindness. This cannot be, my dear. Perhaps you did see something. Yes, I did, I said. Then I told her of what I had seen, and she said, Rejoice, O son of my uncle, and be of good heart. Verily, by him in whose hand is Khadija, so I have hope that you will be the prophet of these people. Further, let's read quote from the second Messiah, Father, Son, and Moon. Why did God reveal himself to the prophets and create the great religions of the world? It was to enable the human race to return to him, and then in perfect honest with his blessed will, establish one peaceful world. Humanity must know God's original vision for the world and know the reason why God revealed himself to the prophets. Surely no one expressed more deeply this original idea of God than the blessed prophet Muhammad, who not only in word but also in deed. Muhammad was centered on God, and based on God's revelation, he found the religion of Islam. It adopted the teaching of the Old Testament of the Christian Bible with contents appropriate to Arabic culture. Through Islam, Muhammad sought to give human beings the absolute truth of God. God always supports those serving the larger purpose between one who lived for his family and one who sacrificed his beloved family for the benefit of his community. God will support the living for the community. This is an unchanging principle of God. Once again, we can use the prophet as the supreme example of knowing and living according to divine principle. Did the prophet live only for his own clan or tribe, or even only for the Arab people? No, he always lived for the higher purpose, not limiting his messengers for only one group or race. This message of the prophet was for every precious one into whom God breathed his spirit. So powerful quotes. Please watch one more time this video if you will have difficulties today. Share this video if, as we are in this billion happy life subscribers marathon, contact me for consultation, cooperation, and become member of this Heavenly Parents Holy community globally. And see you tomorrow with more powerful quotes. All the best. Bye bye. Yours, Coach Nikolai Stepov.